Yo, what's up? This is Mike, Phase One Sports here in Las Vegas. I know everybody is stuck in the house right now, so I'm getting message after message about what can we do at home. So I'm gonna just take a couple minutes to take you through three short programs that you can do, whether it's at home, whether it's in the backyard. I mean, even if you don't have the cones, get a couple pair of socks, get some shoes, lay them out, and you can still take this opportunity to get better. So don't just sit at home doing nothing. Implement this into your daily routine. Take care of your business, take care of your chores, try to figure out ways to get better, but don't just sit around and do nothing. So let's get right into it. Day one is gonna be, our first workout is gonna be agility work, so footwork. So all of our athletes that need to tighten up those feet, here's a couple drills you can do at home on your own to make it happen. All right, so just like any other workout, we have to start with our warm up. So we're gonna keep it very simple so that way you don't need a lot of space. So we're gonna start with our Parisi warm up. So it's a simple series. It starts with prisoner squats, 10 reps. Then we're going right into jumping jack for 10. Then we're going into seal jacks, and then we're going right into cross jacks. So the goal is to do at least 3 or 4 rounds, get some blood flowing, prepare your body for what's next, which today is gonna be our footwork. So let's get it going. Simple movement. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Transition right into that jumping jack. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Right into seal. Open nice and wide. Get a good stretch. 10, right into cross jack. Try to keep your arms shoulder level, opening up, stand on the balls of your feet. And at 10, basically you've completed the first round. So if you're in good shape, you could actually continue and go 3 rounds back to back nonstop, or you could break them up and do them as individual sets. But it's important that we warm up. If you're at home, you also may want to do it barefoot, which also helps strengthen the ligaments, tendons in your ankles and your feet. So just another way to get better and work on the small things. So with that, let's get right into the first part of the workout. All right, so our first exercise is gonna be very simple. It's basically similar to what you do with the ladder. It's basically an icky shuffle. So in this situation, we're just gonna use the cones instead of the ladder, because I think the cones, you can be a little more versatile, work different angles, different directions. So first one, icky shuffle, very simple. So here's how it looks. And we're gonna alternate. So this first one, we'll start on the left side of the cone, work through our feet, quick, boom, press, 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 boom, nice, easy out. Now we'll stay on the opposite side, and so we'll work really sinking and pressing on that outside foot. Quick feet touch, press, 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 nice and easy out of it. Depending on how much space you have, you could actually elongate the exercise, you can add more cones, add more separation, and if you have enough space like we typically do here, we're gonna come out of that cone into a full sprint or into a back pedal or into other drills. So the first one is an icky shuffle, sink and press, outside foot, changing direction. Now let's go to our next one. So our next one is gonna be basically 2 in, 2 out. So now we're working lateral, really focusing on your hips and pressing forward, in and out of each exercise, or basically each cone. So let's get right into it. So our next one is gonna be basically our quick feet hip rotation. So one of my favorite ones, a lot of people rush this drill. So you wanna keep it real simple, really focus on your hips. Quick feet, rotating your hips, almost like you're driving a car through the cones. So here it is, let's just get it. All right, so let's jump into our next one, shotgun. So on this one, quick feet working around the cones. Now once you push around them, you gotta be able to accelerate to the next cone. And you really wanna stay nice and low, quick feet, work that push, work the acceleration into the next cone. So here's what it looks like. now we're gonna get into something that we've been doing here at Phase One for, 10 years, 12 years, is our Phase One Agility Series. So if you're a Phase One athlete, you probably already know what's coming, you know what we're about to do, but you also know it's effective and it's a great way to compete, a great way to work on your foot placement, sinking your hips, pressing and changing direction. So first one, very, very simple. It's gonna be a sprint back pedal. In this case, we're gonna do it for 5 yards. So you can set your landmarks wherever you want, but it's very important that you have landmarks so that way you know exactly where your foot should be placed and you know how to use your peripheral and open up to be able to get the most out of the exercise. So let's get right in it. So typically I like to do 2 rounds of each one. So we'll do 2 sprint back pedals and then we'll kind of progress as we work through the series. So another good way to do it is to alternate so that way you go right to left for each one of them. So now we'll go sprint back pedal, shuffle, shuffle. That's the second part of the series. So we started with the sprint back pedal. Then we go into sprint back pedal, shuffle, shuffle, and then we'll progress to sprint back pedal, shuffle, shuffle, karaoke, karaoke. We started off with our base sprint back pedal. Then we added in shuffle, shuffle. We just added in karaoke, karaoke. Now for the last part of the series, we'll add in back pedal sprint. So now, if you look, it's basic body control, foot position, sinking your hips, press, changing direction. So let's finish it out. So that's the end of our Phase One Agility Series and the end of our footwork for this first workout that you could execute anywhere, literally, living room. Get your brother, get your sister, just get it done. At the end of the day, have a little fun with it, but still work your footwork. Like I said earlier, you can do some of these barefoot, which is also good for your ankles, your ligaments, your tendons in your feet, things like that, your calves. So that's another option. If you don't have cones, which I'm sure most of you athletes have cones somewhere, you might not have seen them in a while, but you have cones. If you don't, put shoes out, socks out, whatever it is, just to set those landmarks so that way you can get better and you can take advantage of this time that you are quarantined or you're not in school. You can't get outside, you can't get to the gym, you can't get to places like Phase One. You can still get better, you can still get the work done. So don't just sit there and do nothing. When you come back better. Come back mentally stronger, be disciplined, keep working, stick to your schedule, and let's get it done. Let's keep getting better. That's what we do. It's the Phase One way.